Good afternoon. We are back in the saddle again. Happy New Year. And we're in the, as you can see, the TBM. I just wanted to make a happy first of the year flight. Of course, one of the happiest flights is to San Francisco. IFR. And if it's IFR, I love the TBM, and all the bells and whistles here are really fun. So we've set up the course, and the altitude they gave us is 6,000, and we will be taking the brakes off right there. I took the brakes off, coming up to full power, get in behind there. And away we go. See how it goes. Let's see if we can hold the center line. Help. Yeah. And when it gets up to flying speed, it just comes right off the ground. Gear up. Flaps up. Autopilot on. Should just turn. Right here you can see the heading bug is sitting right on, I think it's like 280. No, 280 would be right about there. So, anyway, we'll see. 325.
7 Sierra Bravo, contact Oakland Center on 127.45. Good day.
So, we don't want to have them jerk us around with the up and down
127.45, 7 Sierra Bravo.
altitudes.
Goodbye.
We just want to go to 6,000, and so we won't be talking to them because we aren't gonna interfere with anything. we are cruising in the TBM in a game called Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I'll be upgrading probably in the next few weeks. I think they worked out most of the well, they never get all the bugs worked out, but enough. They had issues signing up right away so it will be higher definition. I love the pictures. This looks real to me, and I can see up here, that's called Mount Eminem right there. If you're going to San Jose, you want to just go to the left of that little bump right there. I think this is where Highway 17 goes through this little saddle right here. And along the coast here, we'll look back at Monterey, at the airport. I don't live very far from the airport, so I hear the airplanes coming and going. And Highway 68 is the main route over to Salinas. Goes right along this little depression right there. Past Fort Ord. This is all Fort Ord. Laguna Seca is still out there. That's probably Laguna Seca right there, the raceway. I used to follow racing in Salinas. I used to teach flying. God, watching the YouTubes and these guys talking about the accidents, VMC, all these different things that I learned when I got my multi-engine, and I think it's a miracle that I'm here, because I just was lucky that I had an instructor that knew what he was doing. I was getting my multi-engine in a twin Comanche, and we had two people in the back seat, so there were three of us getting our multi-engine. So the two people in the back would be observing what was going on, and that moves the CG aft, and when you're working with minimum control speed single engine, there's the problem happens if it has a propensity when it gets slow on a single engine to and full power on the good engine, that can flip you into a spin, which is all probability that you will not be able to get yourself out of due to centrifugal forces, due to physical forces. So anyway, as they say, what's the second engine for on a twin engine? The old joke. And it's not funny, actually. They say that engine gets you to the crash site. So it's not all fun and games flying, but I sure loved it and survived it. Now we're coming up on Santa Cruz, and back when I was flying, we didn't have the magic of Garmin. Look at us flying along here. We can flip to nav now, so it'll track the we're right on course, so it'll just stay right there, and we'll fly to Santee intersection and then sap it, and then we'll make a slight right turn, and over to the right is San Jose, over in there. Then we'll fly up the bay and land in San Francisco. And we'll see if everything works. We'll hit the approach button when we get down to 1,800 feet. I forget what the final altitude is, but if you're within a couple of hundred feet, the glide slope will lock on. Everything will go green in here, meaning that you're locked on your approach. Oh, I'm going to bring in some clouds. So let's just come in with scattered clouds. That's the reason we have our instrument. So we got that. We're doing 6,000. We're right on course. We're coming up on Santa Cruz. Right there. Santa Cruz lost some stuff off the pier. Oh, here, yeah, here's, and of course it's this 2020 still has issues with the water being higher. So not always do you see the boats when you're looking at a marina, and there would be a whole bunch of boats down in here as you go down in. It looks like a lot of them are underwater, but that is the pier at Santa Cruz, the beach boardwalk. I don't know, the beach boardwalk would be along here. They have the roller coaster in here and all that business. So we'll just follow along here. Pretty soon we'll be able to look over to San Jose. Yeah, we're making a slight right turn now. Not much of one, but we just hit Santee intersection. And we move slightly right. You can see our old heading bug is just slightly to the left. So we did. I sensed that we had just changed course. Oh, we can also turn off the inertial separator. That'll get us a little more power. Maybe you'll watch the torque come up here. We'll kick that up a little bit. Watch that usually goes over the red line. Yeah, looks like we're all right. And what are we doing in speed? We're truing out. Let's see here. We're truing out at 250 knots. This is Ben Lomond. There's a little airport right here. I believe it's Ben Lomond. I haven't landed there in years since the late 60s. I was working for Piper Aircraft over in San Jose at the International Airport. And wasn't making much money, but I was having the time of my life putting around in Pipers. Well, after I got my multi-engine, I'd get the Aztec, the Twin Comanche, the Seneca, and the Navajo. And the Navajo was the top of the line. That was quite a machine. Twin Comanche, I love the Twin Comanche. But this would be more fun with all of the avionics. The Twin Comanche had the old 6-pack here, and we had we're a little high on the power. Bring that back. Get to see the red warning up there. Yeah. So after we get over the top of the hills here at Woodside, we'll start dropping down to initially to 3,000 and then to 2,000. And we'll look off to our right. Some of the things here that you have if you're having issues. Probably San Jose might be the closest, or Half Moon Bay. But I think San Jose would be the closest airport. But here's nearest airport. You say airport, and this says Moffett. But here's San Jose. Moffett is a military field. It's Navy. So if we were going to San Jose, we'd click on that and we say direct, and it should show us a direct line to San Jose. Activate direct, but I don't want to do that. I'd have to hit the activate to have it show a straight line. And SJC right there. So this magenta line would go right to San Jose Airport, which is the next closest airport. If we had some kind of issue where we want to be on the ground. Okay, and as soon as we clear the top of the hills here, we will start letting down. We can look over the top, whether we'll see San Jose International there. It looks like it's more out in the middle behind the clouds there. We will also see Moffett. Here's the bottom of the bay coming up. Now that we've got our bird diverter off, we're getting more air, which increased our speed 10 knots. We'll kind of look directly ahead, see if we spot the old blimp hangars at Moffett Field. So I think we're looking, possibly Moffett Field is right there. Can't see San Jose. No, can't see downtown San Jose, but that's Moffett Field. Palo Alto's right in here. And we can start dropping down. So we come in here and we go on our deal here. We move the pipe. We'll go down to 4,000. 4,000 and vertical speed down. And we'll go down to 1,400 feet a minute. Take the power back just a little. Here we're tracking down. There's the 4,000 in on the screen to tell you there. We're heading down at, I should say, yeah, right, 1,400 feet a minute. That's what we cranked in, is what our descent rate is. And let's go back outside, enjoy the view. We can get it back under 250, coming back on the power a little bit. Starting to look up the bay. And there's the Palo Alto Airport right there, just off our wingtip. Look back up the hill, see if we see Stanford. There. This is Stanford right here. And we'll see if we see the linear accelerator is right here, Highway 280. They have a linear accelerator right there. It goes right under the freeway. And look all the roofs have tile roofs on the Stanford campus. Okay, and let's go on down to 3,000. Yeah, we'll go down to 2,500. 2,500 vertical speed. I'll try 1,400 feet a minute. And we are continuing down from 4,000. We'll come back on the power a little bit. We'll kick our inertial separator back on, so we don't have to worry about ingesting a bird, which I have never done. I think I hit a pheasant one time. I was shooting touch and goes with a student in a Cessna 150 at San Jose. Something hit right at dusk. Something hit the windshield. The guy said, "Where did you hit it?" And I said, "I was a beam of the tower." Actually, I thought he said, "Where did it hit?" I said, it grazed the windscreen and the cowling and windscreen. I could kind of see a little residue there. So, anyway, no, where along the runway? I said, "Well, I was a beam of the tower, I believe." So I think they went out and got their dinner. I don't know what they did, but anyway, I thought it was amusing. I was amused. 2,500. Now we want to go down to 2,000. Let's go down to 1,800. 1,800 vertical speed. And this is what approach would do to us. They would ease us on down. And we'll make a turn pretty soon here. Here's San Francisco. We're going into 28 right. A little strobe on the right is where we should head up. There's the San Mateo Bridge going across. And that goes across to San Mateo. As we get closer, the buildings will fill in here. I don't know how the new Microsoft 2024 what that will do, but we'll see how this as it gets closer, you get more definition. So possibly you'll see the things that are near. You'll see and hear. You'll see things change. It's not changing. Okay, we're at 1,800. What we have to do, go in here and turn on approach, and approach is not coming on. So there's something I'm doing. They changed this from when I first got it, and what you normally do is you click approach, and it locks on to the approach and shoots the approach right into the airport. Let's slow it down to approach speed, and we'll put the gear down and notch a flap, and it's working its way. Normally you'd be lined up, but this is all right. This is all right. It is close enough for government work. And we were a little out of the envelope on the flaps, so I applied those early. We'll take it off the autopilot and go over and get lined up and fly it as if we're actually flying the approach. Yeah, I noticed on the approach when I hit that approach that we hit, that the course looked kind of like a boomerang. The normal approach course you would be, and I don't see a glide slope here, but we'll just pretend like we're on the glide slope. And we need to come back on our power a little more. We're coming around on course here. So, gas, undercarriage, the gear is down, mixture, and the prop is up. And we kind of overshot that a little bit.
500.
So this is about what it would look like if you're shooting an approach. Go back inside. Go ahead with the full flap. Come up on the power a little bit. So we'll keep it right about 90, 95. And we'll look outside for the gear. There's the gear. The flaps are down full. We can land a little long because we're going to turn off about where runways 1 and 19 cross. And that's about what you do. Keep the power so where you're going to land just stays constant. We might consider this a little low, and sometimes you see the red. You'll see these start turning white when you're on the glide slope. And we can land a little long, but watch for them to go white as we get up to the glide slope. There they come. See them turning white? So then we can just follow that right down. We don't need any more power. There we go. Flaps up. We won't need the thrust reverser. Just let it run out to runways 2 to the crossing runways, and we'll turn over to this building, which is actually there, and I use that as a reference when I would fly the mail. I'd fly just to the west of that building. And land long, because the post office was down at the end of runways 28, on the west end of the airport. We'd drop off the mail. And we'll just wander around here a little bit. Look over for a second at the terminal. I used to love to go up in the tower. I had a 2-hour layover and sit up there and drink the coffee. I never fell asleep on the return flight. It's full of coffee. And I'd go right to sleep. Back then I could drink coffee and go right to sleep when I got home. And let's see if we see the yellow line up here. Yeah, it goes right in there. Right in there. There we go. Okay, let's see how we line up. Yeah. Looks like a citation. There's the terminal with the tower up there. And then if we looked off in this direction, Butler Aviation was the name of the... Today they got these operations called Millionaire, which are the fixed base operator. Anyway, we'd sit there and drink coffee and tell jokes to each other. Okay, I don't know what was in this building, but that's what I used as a key. I'd come down from Hunters Point, come over San Francisco and fly down the bay, the shoreline of the bay, and I'd see these buildings. And if there wasn't anybody taking off on runways 1, right here are runways 1, if nobody was taking off to the north, they would allow me to make a short approach and swing around and land on the west half of runway 28, left or right. Usually I'd land on the right, and then just go off the end of the runway, make a left turn, and there was Butler Aviation. Okay, that's all I have for you. Thanks for riding along on a little instrument which I clicked the approach and it wouldn't take. So I have to find, it has something to do with me inputting the flight plan in here. And here you kick on this and flight plan procedure. So probably one of the procedures here, arrival. I probably have to click an arrival, runway 28 right there, runway 28 right there, load. So let's see what happens. Maybe I'll learn something here. Maybe we'll all learn something here. And then, and I don't know whether I hit direct or not. Let's try the approach. See if it comes on. No. So it's done. And let me try once more. And we'll go direct, activate, and we'll hit approach. not working. Maybe it's really getting the time to upgrade to the new 2024. Maybe that'll act like this did in the old days. You just punch a few things and it would fly the instrument, lock on to the glide slope. It's locking onto the course, but not locking onto the glide slope. And let's just try one more here while I'm at it. Click this, procedure, flight plan, direct. Let's look at flight plan. Let's look at flight plan. Runway 28 right. I would think it would have to do with procedure. I would think it would have to do with procedure. Activate approach. Activate approach. Maybe that does it. No, it sure doesn't want to do it. Anyway, thanks for hanging in, and I'll figure it out somehow. we don't have to fly instruments. I can fly this pretending I'm flying. That it's pretending it's locked on. Okay, Happy New Year. Thanks for riding along. Bye bye.